6 attachments one must release to build enduring wealth. Have you ever wondered why wealth seems to flow effortlessly to some, while others struggle no matter how hard they work? Could it be that what truly holds us back is not a lack of money, but a mindset quietly inherited and never questioned? And if so, what if the path to abundance begins not with earning more, but with seeing more? Welcome to Live Stoic. Live strong, where we trade illusions for truth, where emotions are felt but not obeyed. Bundo, where to uphold clarity is power and discipline is freedom. Bundo Jorts to channel. Bunjo. This is not just a channel, Bunjo. It's a mindset. Bunjo. It's a journey of conscious living. Let's begin. Nora's story. Nora grew up in a small house where almost everything was scarce. Money, possessions, even dreams. But there was one thing she was never short of. The same familiar warnings, repeated like a lullaby through the years. Money is hard to earn. Don't aim too high. Disappointment hurts. Play it safe. That's enough. She believed them, not because they were true, but because they came from the woman she trusted most, her mother. And so the years passed, quietly. Nora became a capable, hardworking woman. Sharp, disciplined, admired. But somehow, always standing just outside the door of real opportunity. She saved every penny, planned every expense. But investing? She never dared. Making long-term decisions? Never crossed her mind. Because deep down, a quiet voice kept whispering, "Am I even allowed to dream beyond survival?" Then one day, everything changed. Her mother passed away. There was no will, no insurance, no final words. Only the lost look on her younger brother's face, and a stack of unpaid bills. Nora didn't cry. She stood still. For a long, long time, it was the first moment she truly saw the hollow space left behind. Not just by her mother's death, but by years of silence around money. From that day forward, Nora began rewriting her financial story. Line by line, she started reading, asking, investing. Bit by bit, she made plans not just for life, but also for what would come after. Every action became an act of care, toward herself and those she loved. But the most powerful thing she did? She forgave. She forgave the old lessons that once limited her, and then she gently let them go. Because now, Nora understands. Love is a beautiful legacy, but awareness is the greatest gift you can ever leave behind. From the bottom of my heart, I want to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you, no matter where you are in the world, for taking the time to watch this video. Your presence and support are the driving force that keeps me creating and sharing. No words can truly capture the depth of my appreciation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing. And thank you for walking this journey with me. The truth is this: the gates to wealth are not locked by destiny, but by the habits we carry and the illusions we believe. To move toward financial freedom, we must first recognize and release what quietly holds us in place. Sometimes, it's not fate that resists us, it's ourselves. 1. Avoiding conversations about money. To avoid talking about money is to walk blindfolded through a battlefield. You might survive for a while, but you won't thrive. When we treat money as taboo, we give away our power without even realizing it. Marcus Aurelius, a self-made investor and author of Paths of Gold, put it plainly. How can one hope to gain clarity in finances if he refuses even to speak of them, whether to himself or to others? The mistake many make is silence. They avoid asking questions. They bury financial shame, They nod without understanding. But clarity doesn't come in the quiet. It comes in the courage to speak, to explore, to confront the unknown. Talking about money isn't rude. It's responsible. It's the first step to mastery. Those who grow wealthy are not always born rich, but they do learn to talk about money until they understand it fully. So ask yourself, what parts of your financial life have you left in the dark? 2. Pride, greed, and fear. Cassius Verdun, counselor in financial philosophy and founder of Virtue Wealth, warns us of 3 emotional forces that quietly sabotage even the most promising financial journey: pride, greed, and fear. Pride is seductive. It pushes us to chase appearances, to buy things we don't need, to impress people we don't even like. Ask this simple question: if no one could see me own this, would I still want it? If not, it's not a need. It's vanity. Greed starts as ambition, but turns dangerous when money becomes the end rather than the means. When every decision is about chasing more, meaning gets lost, and satisfaction becomes unreachable. Then there's fear, perhaps the most paralyzing of all. Fear causes hesitation when action is needed, and reckless choices when patience is wiser. Cassius cautions, a moment of fear can undo a decade of effort. And how true that is. Think of rushed investments, panic-driven sales, or giving up too soon. One fearful reaction can cost you the rewards of years of steady work. To master money, you must first master what money stirs within you. 3. Blind inheritance of family beliefs. Marcus Aurelius offers one more profound truth. Our earliest money beliefs were given to us before we could question them. From parents, schools, communities, we absorbed stories about wealth, worth, and struggle. Money is hard to earn. Wanting more is greedy. Play it safe. These scripts often go unquestioned for decades. But ask yourself, which of those beliefs helped you grow, and which ones quietly held you back? There is no blame here. Our parents taught what they knew. Their parents did the same. But you? You get to choose. You can pause, reflect, and decide. Do I continue this old narrative, or begin writing my own? Because real change never begins with shame. It begins with awareness, with the courage to see, and the wisdom to choose again. Now that we've uncovered the unseen weights that hold us back, silence, emotion, and inherited beliefs, let's turn our attention to the practices that often prevent us from ever stepping fully onto the path of prosperity. Because sometimes, what stops us isn't what we carry, but what we neglect to begin. 4. Believing investment is for the wealthy. One of the most damaging beliefs a person can carry is this quiet whisper: investment? That's not for me, that's for rich people. But in accepting that idea, we silently lock ourselves out of opportunities that were never meant to be exclusive. The truth is, investment isn't about wealth. It's about intention. Even the smallest, most modest act, like setting aside a single coin, month after month, year after year, can become a powerful seed. Over time, that seed grows into a legacy that outlives us. To say, "I'll invest when I have more," is like saying, "I'll plant a tree when I already have shade." Investment is not the privilege of the wealthy. It is the discipline of the wise, the consistent act of those who choose the long view over immediate comfort. And it starts with choice, not income. 5. No plan for death or retirement. Sophia Ames, founder of Sentinel Reserves, speaks with sobering clarity. Most people pass through life as if its end were optional. They live, they earn, they even save. But they avoid the conversation about what happens after. No will, no trust. No clear provision for those they love most. But death is not a surprise. It is not a possibility, it is a certainty. To ignore this truth is not bravery, it's negligence. Sophia reminds us, the Stoic does not prepare out of fear, but out of love. They leave clarity, not confusion. They create peace for those who remain, rather than a storm of unanswered questions. So ask yourself, have I truly taken responsibility for the final chapter? Or am I pretending the book will never close? Planning for the end is not about death. It's about respect for life and those who will live on beyond us. 6. Over-reliance on credit. Lastly, Sophia offers a warning that echoes in modern life. To live on borrowed money without a clear way to repay it is to step into a trap disguised as freedom. Credit, when used wisely, can be a tool. But when used blindly, it becomes a silent thief, one that smiles at first and then strikes. Many chase comfort through borrowed luxuries, forgetting that interest never sleeps. It accumulates quietly, patiently, until one day, it arrives like a wave, and by then, it doesn't knock. It demands. Debt, when unmanaged, turns every dollar earned into a dollar already spent. So before the card is swiped or the loan signed, ask, is this a tool or a chain? True prosperity doesn't begin with chasing riches. It begins with mastery over self, with letting go of illusion, with choosing principle over impulse. Wealth is not a destination waiting at the end of the road. It is the quiet result of clarity, of consistency, and of peace with what we can control. Wealth is not found in noise, but in clarity. Not in chasing more, but in mastering less. Every coin, every choice, every moment of discipline is a step away from chaos and a step toward freedom. Live with intention. Prepare without fear, and walk not just with strength, but with wisdom. Thank you for your time. If an idea in this video touched you, let it settle in your heart. Each time you return, you might hear something new. Perhaps it will reach even deeper. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. See you in the next video, where we'll take another step together on this journey of inner discovery.